As we keep tabs on when King Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo will return to the Great Place, this after he was released from prison following a presidential remission of his sentence. His name will, however, not be expunged from the criminal record. For more, we now cross to our reporter, Lwandile Mbulali. A very good morning to Lwandile. Essentially, what is the status with regards to the King's return?
Well, greetings to you and to everyone watching at home. We are in Mthatha under the King Dalindyebo municipality. A very interesting day it is today after the activist of the Fees Must Fall was freed, and of course yesterday King Buyelekhaya Dalindyebo was freed. And yesterday the royal family sat down at the Bumbane Royal Palace, just to plan activities that they will be having, about the return of the king of AbaThembu to the throne. But they have not actually told us when those things will happen, as they are still planning them. And the king is actually supposed to meet the AbaThembu people in the next few days, because yesterday after he was released, he went straight into his home here in Mthatha, where he is spending some time with his immediate family. As you can imagine, he was in prison since 2015. And in terms of the king returning to the throne, you can imagine that he has conditions in his parole, and one thing the royal house is pushing for is to actually get a presidential pardon so that he can resume his job freely as a king, as any king would want that. He wants to actually ensure that he's able to travel anywhere, he's able to serve his people anytime, and that is what now we can imagine they are pushing for. And I did speak earlier on to Chief Joy of the Royal Palace, who was saying that they are going to still have other meetings with the royal family as well as with the king to actually plan ahead activities of him meeting the AbaThembu people.
Essentially, what has the response been with regards to the remission and the legalities around it?
Well, when you spoke yesterday, they said that when you spoke to the royal house yesterday, they said that they have not seen the paperwork. They have not sat down with the government officials of the Justice Department to actually talk about what is pertaining the king's release. But one thing they said is that one thing they want is a presidential pardon. That is what they are pushing for as we speak, as they are going to have meetings. I can imagine they are lawyers as well. They're going to be having meetings to actually plan those things. So in terms of the paperwork, as the royal house, they have not seen it. They have not seen what is in the paperwork. They do not know about the conditions that maybe might withhold the king from doing his duties.
Much for giving us that report, Lwandile Mbulali for SABC News in Mthatha. In some other news,